Have you ever wondered how to find your unique style as an artist? A lot of people wonder that, and we're going to jump in and give you some really quick tips on how to see that happen today on 5 Minute Mentoring. Have you ever wanted to have someone in your life who you could ask real questions about your art, your business, and even your walk with the Lord? Well, that's exactly what we do every Friday here on 5 Minute Mentoring, where I answer one question from one of my awesome podcast listeners in order to help you start really thriving as the artist you know God created you to be. Well, hey, my friend, I'm so glad that you're here with me on 5 Minute Mentoring. You know, one of the questions I get all the time is, Matt, how do I find my unique style? I don't know what makes me unique. How do I find my uniqueness and express that in the marketplace? Because we all know, or if you don't know, you're about to, differentiation and uniqueness is what really gives you the leg up in the marketplace that sets you apart from other people that are doing the same sort of thing that you're doing. So the more that you can develop your uniqueness and really promote that and celebrate that in the marketplace, the more likely you are to not only sell work, but also be found by folks that are looking to buy the kind of work that you do. So the question is always, well, Matt, how do I find that? How do I find that? And actually, Amy Beth has got a question today. She's one of my podcast listeners. And here's how she asked that question.
Hi, Matt. My name is Amy Beth Kunz. I live in Manahawkin, New Jersey, and I am trying to find my style, my voice in art. I dabble in sketch, acrylic, and oil, and for every medium, I have a different style. So I'm interested in finding the answer of what my particular style is.
Thanks a lot, Amy Beth. That's a great question. And again, like I said, I get it all the time from people. The first thing I would say in regards to finding your unique style, or what I would call your unique artistic voice, that's kind of how we teach it in the mentoring program, is first of all, quit looking for it. It's kind of like when artists come to me and they're like, Matt, how do I do more prophetic art? You know, and I'm like, well, quit trying. First of all, people are like, Matt, I don't understand what you're saying. Here's what I mean. Do the thing that comes naturally to you. So you said, for example, you're into oil, acrylic, sketching, that sort of thing. Do those things. Get in the studio and create tons and tons of work. Develop that masterful competency, all right? Because as you do, you know, one of the things that I think begins to happen as you're creating lots and lots of work is that just by the very nature of you creating work, all of a sudden you start to see themes and styles come out. You begin to see a voice emerge. One of the things that I really believe about finding your unique artistic voice is that you don't find it, you recognize it, you uncover it, you allow it to emerge over time. But one of the things that people don't do is they don't stay in the studio enough to ever see that actually happen. And so creating lots of work over time allows you to not only increase your skill, cultivate continued inspiration in your life so that you're always receiving inspiration and responding through your work, and then creating lots and lots of work so that over time you can start to see, oh, these are the things I'm interested in. These are the materials that I use. These are the things that inspire me the most. These are the things that people respond to the most. All right. And as it emerges, then it gets refined over time. It's not like you go to the store and you're like, now there's a whole bunch of potato chips here on the shelf, and I'm just going to go, oh, look, there's mine. There's my unique potato chip. It's not like that. Like I said, it emerges over time. And so Amy Beth and anybody out there that's wanting to find their unique artistic voice, I think those things of, again, number one, be about cultivating inspiration in your life on a regular basis, journaling, stewarding those great ideas. We've got great podcast episodes on that. Number two, always be increasing your skill so that, you know, whatever you're doing, you're masterfully competent in whatever it is that you're trying to do. And then begin to look for ways to integrate the things that you love into your artwork. So maybe you're doing sketching and acrylic, or sketching and oil, or maybe you're, you know, taking inspiration and you're, instead of trying to do all the things you're inspired in, you really push several ideas, you know, several concepts, that is, around an idea so that you can really see the nuance of what it is that you're creating. Again, when you just pop from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing, you never really get to invest in the idea, invest in your voice really coming out. So then as you do that, again, allow it to emerge. Be in the studio, allow it to emerge, and then refine that over time. It's much, much easier for an artist to create work, follow the trajectory of that work, and then refine it over time as it is to put all the pressure on you coming to the studio and saying, okay, I got to find my voice. I got to find my uniqueness. What is it that about me? That's just pressure. And that is one of the big things that will kill the creative flow in your life bigger than anything is pressure. All right. So Amy Beth, if you'll do those things, again, cultivate inspiration, increase skill, get in the studio, create a ton of work, allow that voice and the things that you love, the style that you love to emerge, and then refine that over time, not only with what you love, but what others are saying in the marketplace, you'll begin to see that voice emerge. Don't rush the process. You know, one of the biggest things I think that is another squelcher, if you will, of people not being able to find their style is putting too much pressure on themselves to sell their work too quickly. Allow that voice to come out. Allow that voice to emerge. And as it does authentically, I promise you, if you're putting that out in the marketplace, people will recognize that. People will respond, and you'll have a great opportunity to connect with those people and take your work to the place that you really want it to be. Selling that, making money with that, and also seeing it transform lives and make people happy and experience the beauty that God's put in your art. All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Amy Beth, for your question. Thanks all of you for being with me today here on 5 Minute Mentoring. If you've got a question, all you got to do is go to matttommeymentoring.com/podcast. There's a great little recorder there that you can just click on. You can record a question just like Amy Beth did, and we listen to those every week. So if you've got a question for me, please do that. I'll consider putting it right here on 5 Minute Mentoring, and who knows, maybe your question will be the one that I answer next time. All right, my friend, I love you very much. And until we meet again, remember, you were created to thrive. All right, bye-bye. Oh, yeah, by the way, listen, before you go, I almost forgot. We've got a great mini course on my website called Finding Your Unique Artistic Voice. It's an in-depth study of this very process that I'm talking about, but it goes into a lot more detail than I could, obviously, here in just 5 minutes on the podcast. You can find out all about the lessons that are in that mini course and how you can grab it and get access to it immediately by clicking the link in the show notes. All right. If that's something that'll be a blessing to you, please take advantage of it. And like I said, it's there right now. You can check it out and start developing your unique voice as well. All right. Bye-bye.